Allow me to show you something.
All right, welcome everyone to our Texit event down in Colorado Springs. This is exciting. There's a lot of people up here. I had a small event once last year up in Centennial, and we had our 20 people, maybe, and it's been growing. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I know Bobby Gray. I met him in Dallas. He actually bought my neighbor's house. And I met him outside, and I was telling him that I'm moving. And he said, well, how much for your house? I was like, who are you? Like, you just bought my neighbor's house, and you want to buy mine. And he owned a mint, and he came back to the States because of 2020 and couldn't work his mint out there in Singapore anymore. And so he came back to Dallas to start his mint because he believed in decentralized currency. And he's fought for this for the last 15 years. He went into Congress, fought there, and what he realized last year, and over the last 2 years really, is that gold and silver is great, but it's not the way of the future. And so I was out visiting him in April last year. I was at his house, and he's like, hey, you want to hear my new idea? I'm selling off the mint. I was like, what? He's like, I'm going into crypto. I was like, I thought you hated crypto. And he's like, yep, but it's the way of the future. And so we're going to start Texit Coin. And he was like, I was like, all right, well, one thing I know about Bobby Gray is this guy is a fighter. He doesn't stop. He will make anything happen, and he will be successful at it. And so when he asked me to invest, I called my family. I got them to invest. I called my friends. I got them to invest, because I believe in him. And so April last year, we all bought in, and it was nothing. We weren't on an exchange. It was just hearsay. And so we've gone a long way, and this has been our pre-launch year. And that's really what this has been. And we've been coming out, telling people word of mouth, because we wanted to grow this naturally. We've got a couple things happening March 2nd, which is our official launch. And so that's why we wanted to welcome everyone here to kind of get here on the ground floor. Right now we've got about 1,300 members that are in our Texit Coin little group. It was just a small group, and we're a community. The one thing about Texit Coin is it is a community. We all get together. I've met some great friends and people that I know that I'll be friends with for life, and because of this. And so I just wanted to come out here, say hi, and welcome. We've got some more guests speaking, and going to get over a little bit more stuff about Texit Coin, and I'll be here to answer any other questions. One thing I do know is crypto is the way of the future, whether we like it or not. And especially with Trump in office now, we're going to see some massive changes. And so with Bobby Gray on the background, making Texit Coin our decentralized cryptocurrency that is not going to be controlled by the government, because that's why we all hoard our gold and our silver, because we don't want control. Texit coin is always going to be a decentralized currency. And so one thing you're going to see a lot over the next couple years, is cryptocurrency coming in and taking over our currency. And there's going to be two sides of this. So that's where you're going to want to pay attention, because crypto is going to be very popular in the next 4 years. And Texit coin is a way to get in on the beginning. Right now, when I got in, it was 2 cents. It's 20 cents today. And we're expecting it to hit $16 by next year. And our goal is $880 a coin. So this is a chance to 100,000x, multiple 1000x your money. And I'd love to talk to you guys, each and every one of you guys, and answer any other questions. And I will pass it on to, is it Mike coming up next? Well, thank you everyone for coming. I'll have Mike coming up to tell his story.
Thank you, Josh. So Josh was number two in, and actually it was Josh that I first met at a gun show in Arapahoe County, and he sold me on this idea, and I'm glad he did. I think I'm 334th, so that's a little bit further down the line. I joined on October 28th of last year, and since October 28th to today, I have already more than 100 times my initial investment. And there is not a lot of other investments that you can get into that would even dare to give that kind of payback that quickly. My friend Jonathan, and you're going to hear from him soon, he jumped right on. He didn't even bat an eye. He was signed up right there at the gun show. And myself, I said, well, I got to think about this a little bit, because I've heard the horror stories online. I've read things, and I'm like, I got to check this out. Jonathan signed up, and he got coins deposited that night. He goes, hey, called me up. I said, I got my coins already. I said, really? But can you do anything with those coins? And he's like, well, let's go look. He's like, by God, I can. They're mine. I can sell them right now. I can cash out today what I got today. Of course, you wouldn't want to, but you could. So only just recently did I make my first actual transaction of coins that I brought in. I saw this great ad late one night for virtual reality glasses that definitely you have to have, right? And I said, I'm gonna try and buy this with TXC. Went online, sold some TXC, bought my glasses. It's the small wins like that. But I wanted to point that out, that this isn't fantasy money. This is tangible coins that you can get, you can sell, you can turn into cash if you want. You can sit on this, hold it, waiting for these for the gains in the market. One of the biggest things that caught my eye is there's thousands upon thousands, somewhere around 100,000 different crypto coins out there. TXC or Texit is already in the top 5,000. That's in the top 5,000 in the world in such a short period of time. And that's because of homegrown growth. Another thing that caught my eye, well, actually it was a lesson learned, and it was a painful lesson learned. About 15 years ago, I had an opportunity to buy a mining share in Bitcoin. And I come from the IT networking background, and a bunch of the computer IT geeks in the back were mining this thing called Bitcoin. Nobody had ever heard of it. I hadn't heard of it. And they're like, hey, you should get in on this. And they said, all you need is $30,000 to get yourself a share. And I didn't do it. But if I had, I'd be a billionaire right now. And I am not a billionaire. I want to be a billionaire, but it just didn't happen. So I said, I'll never let that opportunity pass by again. So when Texit coin came up, not only did I have an opportunity to buy crypto coins, which I was already in crypto. I owned some Bitcoin that I painfully had to buy myself instead of mining. And I own a bunch of other different crypto. So the most interesting thing to me about Texit coin, and it truly is the ground floor. You can buy in today, get yourself a mining share, and every day around 5 p.m., those coins appear in my account. And Well, that's great. And you start doing the math. Once we can get into that top 1,000 of the coins, we have a good shot of getting onto Coinbase. And anybody that's in crypto knows that Coinbase is, that's the gold standard, right? That's where you want your crypto to be. And with some of the math that we've looked at, nothing's a guarantee, but what we've looked at mathematically and the way things have worked out so far, we could be looking at an opening offer on Coinbase of around $16 per coin. We're talking, the coin when I bought in was at 6 cents. It's at 20 today. And one thing some people, even some of the Texit guys in this room, may not know yet. The day that we launched on Bitmart, Texit jumped to what, $1.25?
We're at $1.15.
$1.15 on the first day that it launched on Bitmart. Bitmart's a tier 2 exchange versus a tier 1 exchange like Coinbase. So I got to see right there that this is wholly possible. And then you look at more math and it looks like we're going to get to this $880 a coin. Now the mining share, the great thing about the mining share is every day for right around 136 years, you're going to get these coins. But guess what? Your mining share is also willable and sellable. So you can pass this down. We're talking about generational wealth here. The greatest other thing is you can sell off part of your Texit coin, and later on that night, you're going to get another deposit of coins. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. Tonight, we are here to answer questions. We're here to show you how this works. But most importantly, we're here to offer you an opportunity to get in with Texit Coin, to pick one of the mining packages, talk to us about it. We are able to get you signed up tonight for those that are ready. For those of you that have further questions, I'm here, Jonathan is here, I've got Ned, I've got Josh, Brett, raise your hand, Brett's over here. Any of us are here to answer questions. Before I suck up all the oxygen in this room, I know there's some miners. Show of hands, how many people are already mining in this room? So, Colorado is one of the newer markets here as well. Colorado has just over 200 miners in it right now. So this truly is a ground floor opportunity. Actually, I left out one other thing. I thought I was done. You guys aren't that lucky. There's other opportunities, and one other thing that's cool with this opportunity of this investment, Bobby has come up with another program that goes along with this investment, where you can quickly earn your money back that you've invested. And that's actually what I did. I jumped in. I was able to, through their network marketing side, I got my investment back, I think, on day 2. It took me 2 days to call up, probably the same thing that Josh did, called up some friends, got some people on board, and through the networking side, you can earn commissions. You can also increase your percentage. And that's what you want to be looking at, is trying to increase that percentage. My initial investment, I'll tell you my own personal story. I bought the 3-pack, $2,985. Today, not even, well, that was October 28th. I'm now sitting on, that got me 300 power. Today I'm sitting on 2,900 power. And I haven't invested one more dime out of my pocket. That's all come naturally up through Texas. So the opportunity's there, it's really easy. It's something you don't want to pass by, because you don't want to be on this stage 15 years from now saying, I had this opportunity, like I am. So, Jonathan's going to come up here. He's also known as Texit Raider. Jonathan has the fastest growing YouTube channel that is directly related to Texit Coin, and he's going to talk a little bit here.
Thank you guys for showing up. It's kind of cool. I'm a little nervous. I haven't talked to a big group of people since I was in the military, and I was like, hey, let's go to battle. This is much different. This is crypto. I guess like crypto, that's been a battle probably for a lot of people too. I've been in since about 2017. I've made a little money. I've lost a lot of money. I've been in some cool projects. I've been in pump and dumps. I've been in some legit schemes and different kind of crazy stuff. And I've been in some really cool, lucrative, amazing products, I think, that have potential to continue to go not just necessarily this year and through our presidency, but something that's actually going to be usable and tangible in the future. One of the things that really got me into looking at this side is I've always been mining stuff. Or sorry, not mining, but buying stuff. I like to DCA in, so a dollar cost average. Usually every week I skip some Starbucks or a meal somewhere, and then I go out and I actually buy some crypto. So no matter if the market's going up or down, I'm picking it up. So that's kind of my method, right? Some people are always looking at trying to time the market so they could figure out when it's going to crash, watch the next YouTube guy that says this coin's going to spike up, so go ahead and buy it. Kind of over that. So I just buy in every week, and whether the market goes up or down, I make my money that way, right? Kind of dollar cost average it. And that's how I really view mining. And the problem with a lot of these other currencies is we weren't able to get in at the beginning. You know, Mike hung out with a lot of guys that were in the IT sector. When he was doing that, I was still in high school, you know. Coins and crypto and things like
He dated me, man.
coins and crypto.
Everybody thought I was young.
Yeah. Coins and crypto weren't really the big thing that we were worrying about, but I knew a guy, for example, every weekend we were heading out to the bar, getting in fights and being rowdy. This guy went off base, bought a Alienware laptop for about $3,400. I'm sure he paid way more than that because it was on like a 3.5-year payment plan thing. You ever seen one of those things? They got him really bad, but he actually mined Bitcoin. I don't know him today. I wish I did. He's probably a really cool guy. He's probably on a yacht somewhere partying. But instead of partying and going out like we were doing, he got a computer and he mined Bitcoin. He stayed inside and he's probably super rich now because of it. And I missed out on a lot of that stuff. One of the things that I wanted to when I first saw this is I walked by and they were offering the right to sell these coins, right? It's like 20 bucks. I'm into 23 different cryptos. What's another one, right? Get a coin. This is really cool. If it goes up there, I'm going to make a good amount of money. About 2 or 3 hours later, after doing a little research, and the research was tough, and now there's more stuff out there thanks to me and a couple other guys, but I couldn't find anything online. There was no YouTubers, there was no people offering reviews or speculations where the coin was going to go. So I went over to Mike and I was like, man, there's this new crypto that's coming out. And I said, I think I just got these coins. I want to do something that's a little different. I've never mined. This is my ability to, my chance to really do it. It's not too expensive. I'm going to go ahead and eat ramen for the rest of the month. And I'm going to buy this mining chair. And I told these guys, I said, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I said, the world's going to know about you guys. And like I said, I'm growing very fast. It's actually really cool. But I told them, you guys are going to know about me, whether it's good or it's bad. I said, I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to start a video tonight. I've now done over 99 videos. It's 105 days of mining. And my goal was to say, hey, either this is a scam or this is something that's actually real. I was going to kind of take the risk for everybody. So far in my journey, I've got over 9,368 coins. Or sorry, USD.
That's USD.
That's like 46,000 coins. I've made over $16,000 in hash power. So bonuses that I got in terms of making more coins every day, but that I'm not having to pay for, which is phenomenal. I've also taken the opportunity to take out cash. I paid for my Christmas for my family with Texit.
What'd you buy yesterday?
Well, we got a couple of things. So
What did you buy today?
today I bought a
With
Mercedes
Texit
Benz.
coin. With Texit coin.
Yeah, it was cool. The guy's a miner. It's a really cool place. He's got a car shop, and we went over to do an ad with him to do some video work. That's one of the things I like to do, hence the YouTube. But I ended up leaving with a Mercedes Benz, and it's actually cool. It didn't cost $1 out of my pocket, nothing. I got a brand new car. I'll get some insurance. I'm going to pay with that with Texit and everything, get all the tags. So it's going to be cool. But I wanted to have a chance where someone could actually just say, hey, I've got 5 minutes. I'm in the bathroom. The lady's getting ready for dinner. I can do some stuff while she's putting on her makeup that you can get on. You can watch a quick 4 to 5 minute video. You can see that I'm actually making money, what it's coming in daily, and the fact that the market is actually going up. You can go all the way from the scroll down just for 3 or 4 scrolls, go to day 1. You can see where we're sitting at 6 cents, 6.5 cents. You can see where we've had people coming up, and it's miners, where it's 5 miners a day, then it's 15 miners a day. Now we're at over 35 miners a day, and it's actually incredible. So if you guys aren't just looking at maybe buying it, you know, the coins are really awesome. Want to get everybody to get a coin, get some TXC loaded on it, whether you think it's going to go to 16 bucks or not. Be part of this journey, help it grow. I know it's going to go. Where it's going and how fast it's going, 16 is such a low number, really. But you guys really want to look at these mining rights. What's super cool and why I didn't want to do it is I rent a house out, right? And one of my tenants a couple years ago bought a Bitcoin mining rig, not to my knowledge. My electricity that year was about $33,000. Paid for it. He made a total of about 42,000 mining Bitcoin. So I lost a good amount of profit in terms of, you know, letting someone live in my house and do that stuff. But this, you don't need to do that. The way they've got this set up and done is so cool, and it's neat for you, right? We got that 136 years. Well, a lot of guys, and my question was, well, what's going to happen in 2 months? What's going to happen in a year? Maybe 3 years. Eventually, gas goes up, right? Electricity goes up. We've all seen it. So if I sign up today in 9 months, am I going to get an email that says, hey, if you'd like to continue mining, you're going to have to pay for this electrical bill? So I asked Bobby. It was very blunt. Got him on a phone call, and I was like, look, man, I need to know the truth or I'm out. You know, am I going to have to pay for some stuff or anything like that? And he said, no. And one of the reasons is that they're mining, merge mining in a sense, using the same machines that we're utilizing to get Bitcoin and Litecoin, which is phenomenal. And they're merge mining that to offset all the electricity costs. So at no point in time in the future you're ever going to get a bill. They're not going to say we're going to shut down your account because we couldn't afford this. Everything that they're mining is paying for all the electricity, getting all that stuff done, so you never have to worry about it. But I hope you guys take a real good look at this, whether you sign up tonight or you sign up a couple days. Take a look at my YouTube. Talk to some of these guys. There's some real life-changing things that are going on. From the very beginning up to I was number 325. Now there's guys, like I said, we've got over 1,200 or so. So this is growing. It's growing very quick. The sooner you can get in, the better you're going to reap your rewards, the more fun you're going to have in life. It's just going to be an amazing journey. So I hope you guys join us. And I'm going to take it over to Ned because I'm rambling on now.
Thank you, Jonathan. All right, so I'm going to spare everybody the expense of me talking right now. It's 3 minutes past 6:30. Who wants to eat? All right, so the buffet's right over here. If we can start with